He snapped his fingers at the mop bucket. Move, man. Soft laughs grazed the marble. Coffee arced, broke, and spread. Evan set a cone and drew one clean line with the mop. He did not answer the snap. He looked at the panel, saw the red diode glitch, and timed one breath. He knew this building like a map under skin. One weak strobe. One dead. A thin smoke edge drifted from the service hall. Trent planted his shoe on the cone. Do it later. You people block progress. Phones rose. Eyes slid away. Evan radioed the guard. Watch stair A. Strobe 3 is weak. The alarm screamed. Elevator locks bit shut. Strobes pulsed hard and cold. The room jumped. Follow my voice, Evan said. Not loud. Clear. He crouched by a woman in a wheelchair near the benches. We go now. Hand on my arm. Two interns paused, looking from Trent to Evan. The barista behind the counter leaned forward, waiting for the choice that matters. Trent waved at the main stair like a traffic cop who had not watched the road. This way. Faster. Smoke feathered that direction. Evan stepped to stair A and pushed the bar. Not that way, he said. This way. Hand on the rail. Slow and clean. The barista moved first. The interns followed. A courier pointed to the kitchen hall. Trash can fire. Evan popped a cabinet, handed over a dry chem. Short burst to the base. Wedge the door. The path out was set. Stay with me. In a minute you will see who follows Evan and why the room shifts. Watch till the end for the moment that changes his badge. Subscribe to Heart of Kindness so stories like this meet you on hard days. Evan kept the door open with his shoulder. Wheelchair first. Two behind. He set pace with words your body can keep. Right. Down. Land. The interns matched his count. The barista set a hand on the rail and watched her footing, not her phone. At the hall, the courier aimed low. PSSHD. PSSHD. Fire folded on itself and went dark. He dropped a rubber wedge to hold the door, kept smoke out of the stair, and jogged back to the line. Trent's voice bled into the alarm from the wrong stair. Come on. Main's faster. No one moved toward him. Evan checked the landing door with the back of his hand. Cool metal. Good. Breathe with me, he told the woman in the chair. In. Out. Ruth, she said, voice shaking. Evan, he said. We are fine. A man with a cane froze on the first step. Fear locks joints. Shame freezes breath. Evan turned, made eye contact, and offered a shoulder. Hand here. Heel first. Then the rest. The man moved because someone gave him a true step, not a speech. They dropped one flight. Then two. Alarm pounded. Evan's voice threaded through it. You're doing fine. On the landing, an intern's lace slipped. She knelt, tied, and rose in 3 seconds. The barista waited one heartbeat so the line stayed clean. Not fast. True. Outside air called from below, like a promise you earn. Evan kept the count steady. The room did not need a hero POS. They hit the loading bay and the door rolled up. Light washed the concrete. Fresh air, Evan said. Out to the curb. Then right. He counted heads in clean pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the intern in blue? He asked. She jogged out with the barista. Lace tied, she said, half sorry, half proud. Good, Evan said. Stay together. Sirens drew near. The guard set a white tape line and cleared a lane like he'd trained with someone who cared. The courier held up the empty extinguisher, hands shaking now that the work was done. It went out fast, he said, as if asking for permission to feel relief. You did it right, Evans said. Engines swung in. Fire crew stepped down with a rhythm you see on blocks that have learned hard lessons. The captain scanned faces, the ceiling, the panel light inside the bay. He did not ask for a speech. He asked for facts. Who kept stair clear? The guard pointed at Evan. He did. Evan Cole. The captain checked the main panel, saw the pull from the kitchen shaft that would have fed the wrong stair, and nodded once. Right call. Trent reached the curb, chest high, volume ready. I directed the floor, he said. The barista cut across the noise. No, she said. He tried to send us into smoke. She nodded at Evan. He let us out. The interns lifted hands in agreement. A few phones lowered. Witnesses found their voices when it counted. Watch to the end to see who pins the new badge on Evan and what it means for this lobby. If this already feels like oxygen, subscribe to Heart of Kindness. Like, share, and tell us the moment you followed the quiet person instead of the loud one. The building manager crossed the lot with a small box in both hands. Calm face. Work shoes. She had watched the whole lobby on a screen. She had seen the snap, the spill, the alarm, the choice. Evan Cole, she said, you've led every drill. Today you save time and breath. She opened the box. A simple badge on blue felt. Safety lead. She pinned it over his ID. She clipped a radio to his belt. Paid training, she said. Authority during alarms. Stipend starts today. She turned to Trent. Night logistics for a month. Shadow Evan. Log drills. Your performance in the lobby was not acceptable. He swallowed. He had run out of parts to play. Ruth looked up at Evan and laughed once through leftover fear. Coffee on me when we're back in. Water first, he said. The crew smiled because a steady joke feels like a handrail after stairs. The captain tucked a card in Evan's shirt pocket. Call weak points. Fix Tuesday, not Thursday. His eyes said more. Respect sees its own. People drifted back to the lobby as the alarm fell to a mute memory. Work resumed because someone had kept it possible. Stay. A boy arrives with proof you keep. And the line Evan says next will serve you on the worst day you face. Inside, Evan mopped the cooled smudge by the kitchen hall and swapped the dead strobe. He logged the minute in a shorthand crew's understand. He did not write speeches. He wrote steps. A teen walked in, cap low, backpack on. He scanned a shiny room like a person who expects to be pushed back by places like this. He saw Evan and changed his shoulders. You the one who helped people, he asked. Evan nodded. The boy unfolded a pencil drawing. A stairwell in clean lines. A cone at the top. A chair at the bottom with a smile as simple as the sun. My grandma is Ruth, he said. You kept her steady. Evan took the page with both hands as if it might break. Good eyes, he said. You saw the important parts. The manager took a quick photo for the back hall board where staff look, not the front where strangers pose. Respect lives where people work. Trent rolled a dolly past, learning how to lift without being seen as the center. He glanced once at the drawing and then away. If he was smart, the image would stay with him longer than a reprimand. If this gave you one breath of relief, follow us. Heart of Kindness tells the moments where small steps win big stairs. Share this with one person who leads without asking for credit. The next day, the captain returned with a folded coat. Blue. Reflective tape. Small patch that read safety. No ceremony. Tools do not need confetti. You're our partner, he said. Wear this when you guide. If anyone questions you, say the captain gave you the patch. He held Evan's gaze one count longer than usual. Call when you spot a weak point. Doors. Bulbs. Maps. I prefer a quiet Tuesday repair to a loud Thursday loss. Evan took a laundry marker from the desk and wrote 4 words on the inner hem. Small steps win big stairs. He said them out loud, so the room could hear the rule it already knew. Trent did too. Saying good words makes them real in the mouth that once failed them. They ran a silent path drill at 10. No siren. Only movement. Evan set one cone by the wrong stair. People flowed to the right door without speeches. Simpler than pride wants to believe. Rain stitched the glass. The manager asked for one more walkthrough. Evan held the stair with a shoulder and showed a man with a cane how breath unfreezes the joint that fear locks. In. Out. Heel first, he said. The man moved. Small wins build muscle memory faster than a lecture ever will. Ruth rolled back in with her daughter and the boy. She set a tin on the counter. Family biscuits, she said. We share when fear passes. Evan broke one and gave the larger piece to the boy without a fuss. Deal, he said. Trent approached, hands empty. No headset. No pose. I'm sorry for how I spoke, he said. It was wrong. Evan looked at him. Safe beats fast, he said. People over image. Teach me the map, Trent said. Evan walked him to the panel and showed him where heat moves in this building. He pointed at the shaft that pulls smoke, the door that lies with a soft seal, the strobe that needs a gentle tap. He did not waste shame on him. He spent facts. If this taught you one step you can keep, subscribe to Heart of Kindness. Like, share, and drop one line you will use when rooms get loud. then stay for the finish. 2 weeks later, clouds broke open and left the day clean and bright. The manager called for a full drill. Evan stood by stair A in the blue coat, one hand on the bar. He opened the door and said nothing. People flowed the right way because practice had done the talking. Down on the curb, he counted pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same rhythm, same safety. The captain watched the time on his phone and grinned. 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Ground to street, he said. Good work. The manager held up the drill log. Clear, she said. We will keep doing it this way. Ruth rolled to the edge of the tape and called to Evan. Breakfast next week, she said. You bring that cone. I will bring pancakes. Evan lifted the cone like a toast. The boy laughed. We can use the big skillet, he said, eager to make a tool into a story. Trent closed his clipboard and did not speak first. That was growth enough for the day. He would keep learning or he would not. The room did not depend on him anymore. It depended on the people who show up steady when it matters. Evan looked at the coat hem and touched the words he wrote there. Small steps win big stairs. He did not raise his voice. He kept the door open. He let others pass first. That was the win. Here is your line to keep. Say it when the room turns loud. Say it when you feel small. Small steps win big stairs. Watch till the end on every story here. Subscribe to Heart of Kindness. Share this with one person who leads without a microphone. Then take one true step for someone near you today.